tropical cyclone Belol made landfall over the northwestern French island of Réunion, bearing sustained winds near 170 kilometers, or 105 meters per hour. The island of Mauritius was also hit by high winds and heavy rain, as Belol's center passed south of the island nation. Severe floods were reported on both islands, while about 100 vehicles were damaged in Mauritius's capital Port Louis alone. Thousands of people were left without power, and flight operations were suspended. At least one person has died in Mauritius, and another on Réunion. Heavy bands of lake-effect snow buried the western part of New York State under more than 2 feet of snow over the weekend. Winds gusted up to 104 kilometers per hour, or 65 miles per hour in some areas, including Buffalo, creating blowing and drifting snow. Officials issued a travel ban for a good portion of western New York, as near blizzard conditions and zero visibility made for dangerous driving. The Buffalo airport measured 8.6 inches, or 28 centimeters of snow, breaking a daily record, set in 1963. So far, local authorities have reported 3 storm-related deaths in Erie County. Two tornadoes touched down in Florida's town of St. Lucie and Martin County, leaving hundreds of households without power. The first tornado appeared to touch down west of Interstate 95 and travel northwest to North River shores, causing damage to trees and fences. The second tornado appeared to touch down near Becker Road and I-95, with no damage reported. During a strong storm, a tornado touched down in the town of Las Brinas, in the province of Chaco, toppling trees and electricity poles, destroying buildings, and damaging properties and cities' infrastructure. Fortunately, no deaths or injuries were reported. Following the heavy downpour in Izmir's Dikkeli and Bergama districts, some houses and workplaces were flooded, and vehicles were stranded, as a result of the overflow of streams. Many roads and streets were closed to traffic in the city's downtowns, due to rising water levels. A massive storm system wreaked havoc in parts of Argentina and Uruguay, unleashing chaos and destruction. As a result, strong storms caused blown-off roofs, fallen trees, and power outages in Chaco, Entre Rios, Santa Fe, Corrientes, Salta, and Jujuy provinces of Argentina. The city of Jujuy was particularly hard hit with heavy rain, which caused flooding in the streets, cars dragged by the current, and several families evacuated due to the flooding of the streams. Meanwhile, in Uruguay, gales hit several departments, wreaking havoc with trees falling on houses and vehicles. One of the most affected was the city of Salto, where also floods were recorded. Recent heavy rainfall and strong winds, in parts of Mindanao Island, have led to floods and landslides that affected over 187,000 people across 4 provinces in the Davao region. A tragic incident occurred in the southern Davao de Oro province, where a landslide, following days of heavy rains, buried a house, resulting in the death of 7 people, including 5 children. Alongside the fatalities, 2 people have been injured, and approximately 10 are reported missing. Chilean firefighters are bracing at least 7 forest fires throughout the country, with the most difficult situation being reported in the regions of O'Higgins and Maule. A big wildfire in Maule San Javier has already affected hundreds of hectares and caused the evacuations of 2 communities. A pilot lost his life when the firefighting plane he was operating collided with power lines and crashed onto the highway near the city of Tolca. The crash involved 2 vehicles, causing injuries of varying severity to 4 individuals. After wreaking havoc in Argentina and Uruguay, the storm system battered the Brazilian state of Rio Grande do Sul, with its capital Porto Alegre suffering one of the most severe storms in the city's recent history. In just 1 hour, up to 70 millimeters, or 2.7 inches of rain, fell in different parts of the city, leading to floods. Many buildings were left without roofs, trees fell, routes were blocked, and power and telephone outages were reported. Severe ice storm hit the northwest corner of the U.S., causing widespread power outages, road closures, downed trees and power lines in southwest Washington and northwest Oregon, including Portland. More than 85,000 homes and businesses were left without power amid freezing temperatures. Around Portland, driving and even walking were virtually impossible, as roads and sidewalks were slick and ice-coated. 3 people were killed, and a baby was injured when a power line fell on a car in Portland. It is believed the victims were electrocuted after they got out of the vehicle. The same storm affected southern British Columbia, where schools remained shut, and flights in Vancouver were impacted due to heavy snow. More than 20,000 homes and businesses were left without power, with many of them being caused by heavy snow or trees falling on wires. A 31-year-old man died in Abbotsford after he was struck by a snowplow while walking along a road parallel to the Trans-Canada Highway. Heavy rainfall in Syria's province of Idlib resulted in flash floods that caused significant damage to 43 refugee camps, where the tents of more than 1,500 families were affected during the past 2 weeks, including shelters provided to earthquake survivors last year. Floods also closed some roads, and water engulfed agricultural lands, seeping into civilian homes and medical and educational facilities.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Special thank you to my stunning patrons, Hagab Sargisian, Michael Joseph Wilhelm, Dave and Alana, web designer Ganesh Vad, John and Claire Heath, Adam Gareth and April, and of course Leslie Sales. Thank you very much, guys.